Hi, welcome to She Spice. The Diddy show simply keeps getting more chaotic and dizzy child. Christian is presently up front in the most recent court mayhem, and it's seeming to be he's prepared to squeal on his own father. Christian's now managing a say claim of his own, and word on the road is that he's doing whatever it takes not to go down with Diddy, clearly Christian considering flipping on his father and blaming him for constraining him to commit wrongdoings yet stand by it, gets considerably more out of control. There's discussion that Christian is too undermining. As a matter of fact, Diddy's long-term companion, Jay-Z, guaranteeing he'll spill all his grimy mysteries if Jay doesn't aerobics and assist him with such. Staying away from jail like this is an entire wreck, and it seems as though everybody related with Diddy is scrambling to save themselves. Presently, we realize Christian had some careless inclinations after he dropped that diss track a couple of months back, fundamentally insulting the federal authorities and letting them know they neglected to strike one more house nearby. Anyway, it seems as though presently Christian is prepared to take things to an entirely different level by uncovering the notor Aya's film in return for his own opportunity. Christian is suddenly erupting, and it's reasonable that without Diddy around, things are spiraling crazy in the Combs family. These children are sans breaking of their father's grasp. However, how about we be genuine fans, are saying Christian is as yet a developed man, and in the event that he's serious, any violations he should be considered responsible, very much like Diddy, yet who realizes Christian may, all things considered, turn on Diddy, and assuming he's truly going to drop some sensation film, we could see a portion of Diddy's celeb companions go down with him. The entire thing is simply getting more insane by the minute, so remain tuned on the grounds that there's a parcel to unload with this one. Like, do you call it like Jay-Z, Thea, or something? Is he like your uncle? Sort of Loki. Definitely, that is my uncle. Did you get a few strong uncles? Okay, so in case you missed it, Christian Brushes, otherwise known as Ruler Combs, has been over here acting wildly since the federal authorities evaluated Diddy's homes back in spring. Rather than hiding out, Christian chose to mix the pot by dropping a diss track called Pick Associate, where he's directly up insulting the federal authorities and getting down on industry people like 50 Penny for changing around on his father. In the track, Christian came to his father's safeguard and even tossed conceal at the federal authorities, recommending that when they assaulted the house, they missed the one right straightaway entryway, which evidently is likewise possessed by Diddy. Yet that is not all. Christian moreover went after his father's purported industry companions who turned their backs on him, rapping, "Don't bust no U-turns, cuz we ain't neglecting is, and to you all that exchange, suck my D." He didn't stop there. However, he went direct at 50 pennies, saying when the sum total of what they had was 50. Who put this city on the guide? Quit lying. Pop's been loathed on by numerous men, and that is fine. They are going to attempt to shut down these M&Ms, and they are going to pass on attempting to pull up toward the south side. We locked, and we got ties. Don't give AF about no sights, because we truly are outside, yet it settles the score. More chaotic. Christian chose to deride the federal authorities, also gloating about how they didn't check the other house. Diddy possesses straightaway entryway to the chateau that got attacked. He raps when those fetty young men ran in both of our bunks. Really awful. They don't know we purchased the one nearby, because that was the one they missed. Well, the federal authorities certainly gotten onto Christian's little diss track in light of the fact that only days after he dropped it, CNN hit us with that stunner lodging reconnaissance video of Diddy putting his on Cassie. The recording is from 2016, and it backs up a portion of the charges Cassie made in her November claim against Diddy. Now, this video was presumably going to surface in the end, yet the timing was intriguing, particularly after Christian chose to insult the federal authorities with that diss track and concerning to Diddy's ex-protector, G. Bay, who has policing. This was the taken care of's applauding back at Christian's undertaking, and I don't trust that this feline would try and put out some waste like that, and truly didn't have the foggiest idea what he was doing. He's prodding the government, and I told you all the southern area of New York to try not to play, so Lord Kong just put one more battery in their back. Furthermore, you see, after he did that, something got rented to the press. Do you notice that right away, as that's what he did? Moronic disgust. Great. We did this, we did that, we had this here. You all went to some unacceptable house. Some went to say, well, demonstrating how wrong we are. CNN run this activity, roll them, Don't play with the federal authorities, brother, cuz. You gotta understand this. They got a great deal of time. All they got to do everything they got is time you. They going to stay there individuals, sitting up there, and they need something see individuals like a fix. They need that fix genuine fast. They need to. They believe they should pick up the pace and charge Diddy with something, or see what they got on him. The fair will take their time. Might require a half-year I'd require a year, may take 2 years they got, as long as 3 years to bring that case up. They got 3 years, so they actually taking a look at every little thing about them. They going to spec every one of the eyes and cross every one of the teeth, yet you feel like the best they delivered that. Video overruler K's remarks, my man, I've worked in policing for 27 years. Furthermore, I had the valuable chance to see Haida. It's a spot, though they have to express the federal authorities, the NYPD, the branch of core addresses, and the state police. Yo, this spot could be half of a ball court. That is where they just got lines of CCs with officials of various individuals, and officials simply on the web, whoever's over that case, whoever's functioning that case. Don't you realize they saw that and took it to their supervisor? You could believe it. Frivolous, however, it's not you. Don't upset a lion with a pork cleave. And that is the very thing that youngster did, brother. So quick forward to now, and Diddy is behind bars anticipating preliminary for Xing wrongdoings, yet Diddy's not by any means the only one in the Combs family managing lawful show on the grounds that Christian has his own serious claim to stress over as well. So Christian's legitimate difficulties started off back in February when maker Rodney Lil Pol Jones recorded a claim against Diddy, and Christian got hauled into it too. Lil Pol guaranteed he had undeniable proof that Christian was associated with providing a lady with substances and singing, and keeping in mind that Lil Bar didn't spill all the subtleties immediately. He prodded in a commentary that a proper grumbling was coming soon, and Lil Bar wasn't simply talking for it. Quick forward 2 or 3 months, and the claimed casualty beauty Omar dropped a stunner 31-page claim in Los Angeles prevalent court naming both Christian and Diddy as respondents as indicated by Omar K's suit. Christian went after her while she was functioning as a group part and barkeep on a yacht that Diddy and his family had rented in December 2022, what was expected to be a healthy family outing supposedly transformed into an indulgent climate with ex-laborers. What's more, Diddy's celeb companions all on board. Omar K cases that in the early long periods of December 28th, Christian forced her into making an effort of tequila, which he then supposedly utilized as an open door to exposition for her, as per the suit. She too suspects the tequila could have been bound with something, and get this, she's not only coming for Christian. Omar is considering Diddy responsible, excessively blaming him of responsibility and supporting and abetting the assault, now obviously Christian, and Diddy's legal advisor applauded back, rapidly denying every one of the cases. He delivered an explanation to CNN calling the claim loaded with fabricated lies and immaterial realities. Yet here's what this is the identical line Diddy's group utilized when Cassie initially documented her claim. He gave an entire assertion, denying all that she blamed him for, are asserting she was simply pursuing a fast payday. Sound recognizable? Furthermore, presently, look where we are. Nevertheless, it gets more terrible for Christian on the grounds that the affirmed casualty effortlessness Omar isn't simply making claims. She has receipts as per reports. Elegance presented a sound recording from the supposed occurrence that occurred in the studio on Diddy's yacht. A few outlets have shared records from the recording, and we should simply say it doesn't paint Christian in a great light. In the recording, you can supposedly hear effortlessness saying, "Excuse me, you don't contact my legs like that later." Christian allegedly made an unseemly continue on her. Christian then, at that point, answers, "Listens to you," and everyone in the team. Elegance then, at that point, attempts to get herself out of the circumstance, saying she needs to leave the studio since she's simply a group and shouldn't be there in the front of the pack. Yet Christian wasn't having it. He supposedly asks who I might at any point converse with. I will say I mentioned you right presently, as though he had the capacity to simply request her presence. Then effortlessness hits him with, "Well, you can grasp your hand off for the principal thing." After that, the claim claims that Christian forced her into making an effort of tequila, and this is where things took a go for the more terrible. Effortlessness thinks that the shot could have been spiked with something, and that is at the point when the circumstances heightened So not just is this a huge issue for Christian, but at the same time, it has Diddy's name everywhere. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.